And now, your Storm Team 18 forecast. Weather from where you live.
Well, rainfall totals have varied anywhere from a quarter, third of an inch of rain down here in our southeast to as much as 9/10 already up here in parts of our northwestern counties. And right now, the moderate to heavy rain is generally Lafayette, West Lafayette, and points west and northward and continuing to work northeastward with time. This is a solid, steady rain along US 24 now, but it's breaking up south of Lafayette. But there are a few small little showers here, and perhaps a thunder shower that are developing, much more scattered, but they're moving to the northeast as well. So we're going to watch those this evening, and we're going to watch the rain and the storms with this arc pivoting around the center of what's left of Beryl. This is going to pivot northward, so generally between about 8 p.m. and 1 a.m., we got to watch for the risk of an isolated, brief, weak EF0 tornado spin up around here, given the low cloud bases, the shear, the spin, the friction between that tropical system and the ground. And anytime you've got a really tropical air mass like this, it's overall pretty unstable and juicy, and it's easier for a funnel to condense. So you can see here from south of Pine Village and around the greater Lafayette area, south of Delphi, Burlington area, south of Peru. It's this area right here that has the risk of an isolated brief spin up or two. Again, it's 8 p.m. to 1 a.m. tonight. And then after being warm in the 70s this evening, then we drop back to 65 to 68 overnight. Any storms pull away, but we're left with rainfall, and that wind will really crank up later on tonight as the center of Beryl, what's left of Beryl, will be about right here. So if the center is here, on the back side of that center, we're going to have an area of pretty strong to high winds that come through very late tonight and tomorrow morning, with some of these gusts exceeding 45 miles an hour. In fact, gusts 40 to 55 are possible, sustained at 20 to 30. From the northeast, then turning to the northwest with time, and then it clears out. It's a breezy to windy afternoon with 78 for your high. The humidity coming down a little bit after tropical air this evening and very humid air tonight. 77 Monticello tomorrow, 80 at Williamsport. Now we're in the low 80s to as high as about 87 on Thursday. A little weak upper trough comes through. It's just a little disturbance, and it's going to bubble up a few isolated storms. That's the key word, isolated here. But a warm day at 85, and you'll feel some of that humidity too. 86 at Attica, 84 at Frankfort, and over towards Rocheville. There's your rain, and then there's the rain and some of those storms embedded here later this evening. And you got to watch these, with this arc pivoting north, you got to watch these little cells just like this for a brief random EF0 spin up. And then that pulls away. Here's the center of Beryl right here. Then that moves off to the northeast. And then the rains are pulling out of here tomorrow morning. And then we got the sunshine for tomorrow afternoon. But from here on out, again, lesser amounts of rain in the southeast, higher totals in the northwest. Some of these areas up in Newton, Jasper, parts of Pulaski, northwest Benton are going to see more than 3-4 inches of rain, perhaps upwards of 1.5 to 2 inches in greater Lafayette, and we'll take every bit of it. This will help to sustain us through some heat down the road here. A few isolated storms Saturday, but hot and very oppressive into early next week. Could see around us some storms on Wednesday, then we start to heat back up again.